So is a decked imported saw like this absolutely necessary? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, welcome back to Willie's Firewood, guys. On the table here, I have two of my three older 600 SX Shindawa chainsaws. These have been used hard when I had employees and I was working in the woods all the time. They're tired. They need work. I told you we were going to start working on chainsaws. So we're going to take these two saws, we're going to clean them up, we're going to strip them down, we're going to rebuild them, and we're going to put them back to new working operating condition, and I'm going to bring you guys along when we do it. But that's not what we're doing today. What we're doing today, I like to run saw. I've got my chaps on. I'm going to put my earplugs in, might even throw a pair of safety glasses on, and I want to go run one of the most iconic chainsaws that I think has ever been produced. And I just want to let the chips fly. So let's go do it. So I've got my earplugs in. And I have these earplugs especially for this saw, along with my gramp stick so we can measure. But this saw, I'm going to show you, has a very large port exhaust on it. It's been decked imported. This is an older high top 372, but you can still buy a 372 from sawsupplier.com. If you use Willie10 in the description, get 10% off with free shipping on all Echo and all Husqvarna chainsaws. So you could get one of these too. Now this saw hasn't been fired up in a couple of weeks. Let's start it up and let's take a little listen, because this saw, it just kind of makes you grin. This is Dave's from Dave Landscape, and he's left it with me for a while, told me to run it, so we may as well run it. Choke on, let's see what we get. So just a couple minutes worth of cutting. Wasn't a whole lot there, but I got to tell you, man, that is a lot of fun. The saw pulls good, it runs good. It's an old build. That saw has been built for quite a few years now. Runs extremely well. I actually beat Heath from Hardworking Man with it when he first got his 73 decked imported, his Echo, but that was because he didn't have it tuned right. I didn't want to adjust his saw for him because he had just had it built, so I left it as is, and we beat him with this one. This one's running okay. There's some adjustment. I can tell there's a little adjustment there, but it's running fairly good right now. I'm going to cut a little bit more with it, and we'll just see what we get. Can't help but smile when you just pull that cord and this thing barks, though. It's pretty nice. And again, don't drop start your chainsaw, but it's how I do it. Husqvarna 372 XP. What a saw. So guys, I got so excited I forgot my glasses and I didn't put my gloves on. But it's a lot of fun to run a chainsaw like this. Helps when it makes a bunch of noise and it runs faster. But I'm going to show you the other two saws that we're going to work on, show you what age they are, let you know approximately how much use they have on them, and then we'll show you what we're going to do. Saws that we've got. These are both manufactured in 2015, so almost 9 years old. They both need a bunch of stuff done to them. I know the last person that used them said that there was an issue when they pulled on the bar. If it was pinched in the wood, both saws wanted to stall. One had a high idle. I know the air filters and everything are dirty and they need to be cleaned up. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna do a rehab. We'll clean them, we'll check everything. We'll see if we can get them running, and we'll go from there. And we'll do a little bit of everything, and I'll bring you guys along for all of it. If this saw work is something that you like and you want to see more of, let me know. If it's something you say, hey, I just want to see you run them, I don't care what it takes to work on them, let me know that too. But I think there's a lot of people that are really intimidated with a chainsaw, and when it's not running right, they don't know what to do, and they bring it to a dealer and they spend a bunch of money. When if you're fairly mechanically inclined, chainsaws are not hard to work on. So going to bring you guys along with these. We'll get them back into working and operational use, and then we'll see what we got going from there. And I'm also going to tell you in a minute about a really cool build that we've got coming, because as everybody knows, the 7310 hasn't been anybody's favorite saw that we've had here since we got it. So we're going to send it away for a little bit of work, and I'm going to let you know who's working on it for us, and we'll talk a little bit more about that too. So we're back inside because it's raining again, because that's what it does here in Maine during the spring. But our 7310 is heading out to Charles Briscoe Work Saws. And I told him I wanted a combination build. I want something that's peppy, but that we can work with all day long too. And I told him I want to beat Heath. So hardworking man, I'm coming for you. We're going to get that sent out after the International Firewood Expo. Just got too much to get ready for this week. So once we get that situated and taken care of, we'll get that sent out to Charlie. And Charles is also going to build us another Echo chainsaw too. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when the time gets closer. But remember, guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. We're wanting to help you. Sawsuppliers.com, Willie10. I'll put the link down in the description below. It'll get you 10% off Echo and Husqvarna chainsaws, trimmers, and blowers with free shipping. Can't beat that. So remember, help someone if you can, guys. We'll see you on the next one.